All right, I am here a second day, and expected rain has put a halt to the operation, the job. And shortly after I filmed the last video here up in this tree, I just wanted to share this. I was doing a limb strength threshold test. I walked about 12 feet out on that. I did not intend to break it, but I learned a lot breaking it. How safe I feel on a limb like this, here and even here and here and here and here and here, knowing that this only broke absolutely violently and suddenly 12 feet out. And I was held above by 2 ropes, and I swang into the thing and it kind of smushed my knee, but I'm all right. Yeah, don't worry about me and that. And you know, as I tell this story, I am fine. But it was pretty crazy. It was really intense. It was intense. And that's not why I turned the camera on. Oh, I thought this would be a fun thing to show. And I was just running some content dialogue in my head as I was doing this. And if you're interested in this, you're watching this content, it's so great to watch content that you're interested in and you want to do, because you'll learn so much. And I'm just remarking how I have second nature to so many of these movements already. Or not second nature, but just, you know, a lot more familiarity. I'm still quite new to the whole sport and to gear climbing. I'm here to do the same thing I did in the last video, because that was a test yesterday, but I realized for the work it'll be expedient for me to put this new rope. Did I leave it down there? No, it's right there. This here blue one, that's 200 feet, that rope. And I'm gonna, I think, mount it on this tree, carry it over, friction saver. I'm not gonna, probably won't use a natural crotch union, because see the way the trees are blowing a bit in the wind, I don't want it to just rub back and forth until I get back to this job. So I'm gonna set it there and descend it and do a little bit of work there at the bottom. But yeah, that's what I wanted to hop on and share. Got my little electric DeWalt knockoff saw, which is just a crazy piece. I'd love to review this if anybody was just kind of interested. Anyway, it didn't break. That's just for grip, this tape handle. Did I just knock my hat off? I did. It's all right. I have another one. And I wanted to share this. This was cool. one of my homemade slings, which is I think estimated at let's see here, it was 13 kilonewtons with the knot and everything, and the carabiner is only rated for 15. Cross-loaded, it's 3. But anyways, this, putting it on like this, putting a sling on a branch is fun. I just wanted to share it. I'm gonna flick, and then because my hand's in that loop already, I just grab and pull, and we have girth hitched the branch like I've done here. So fun. Woo! Got the same limb as yesterday, and that's great because that's a good angle. And I decided to use the black line today because I'm going to try to set it up on this one, though it'd be easier on the right because I have sort of some standing space. And but I'm going to try it here because it's a more realistic application. For other scenarios, not always do you have just like 2 trunks next to each other, you know, because of a union. So I'm going to tie my zip path knot. Whoosh. All right, everything's kind of slow going. Took about a half an hour, but I realized 2 things in tying the knot, or whatever this is called properly, a hitch, or I don't know, cinch. There's a cinching mechanism going on. But I learned two things doing that, and here it is tied, really stoked. I'll just go over it. First is that I needed, you know, a little grab point so I could put a blocker knot, because this is like 120 feet of rope. It's heavy, so it just wants to pull. And I mean, this is the pin that needs to be pulled, that collapses the knot, and brings the rope back to us onto the next, you know. So I had to block it while I was tying, and then even now I had to feed out well enough line to make it across. Have to attach it here, otherwise it'll pull, and just pull that out. The pin, the king pin, this is a steel pin that I made, pretty neat. So I learned those two things, blocking it there and here, and having a feed slack. So I'm gonna go across it now, and before I do, I'm gonna progress this blue line up to there, and then, oh, slipping, losing my balance, holding the camera, but I'm tied in. Just for your information, once at the trunk, around the trunk here by this orange line, around here with a flip line, and I'm on an additional branch of the green line. So this green line is gonna stay on me. I'm gonna be able to retrieve it when I get over there. This is gonna come off, so I'll be held by these two, and I will be attached to this as I travel across. And I realize, you know, this self-tending Kraken hitch from JRB, just you know, that just came out. I just learned it, just did it. I haven't tied many hitches in my life, and anyway, I saw his video, spoke really highly of his invention, and it's cool to try it out. Shout out. Tending it with a pulley, the same pulley. I don't need to install another one for this Traverse. Okay, let's go. After a quick pan around at the weather changing, rain is coming. You can zoom in so you can see that mist. Misty mountains, beautiful. Oof, running out of space and the phone, and running out of daylight. So got across, got things organized. That was horribly difficult because these two lines combined 120 each. That was like 240 feet of rope that was dragging on me. So that's something to figure out how to deal with. But see if I can get a little lower, and I'll pop it off, pull this, and the rope will come to me. Let's check it out. Ah, shoot, I accidentally pulled that while trying to organize the line, and it occurred to me that I could lose the trigger if I just, you know, I was unclipping this and clipping it to there, you know, it was held on that. Look at these crappy carabiners, they don't close properly. How unsafe that is. Anyway, so I accidentally pulled that, but that's okay. It's still, you know, it still holds. It would probably, I wouldn't trust it with human weight or anything, but let's keep pulling and see. I don't know what's the best zoom in to have this at, but zoom in so you can see it there. Look at that. Keep pulling. A loop on the side cinching in. Boom. Exploding. Kind of nice and slowly. All right, well, yeah, weather's moving in. Check this out. Just wanted to share that. Yeah, so that was extremely exciting for me. That was the first time I ever tried it in a tree. Everything was the real scenario. It was 100 feet up. And I got my helmet on today. Look at that. Take care. Thanks for checking it out. If you got any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. That was easy. Oh my gosh.